What's good, Brew fan? Today we're gonna be doing beer facts with stats. The top 6 most expensive beers in the world. I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to know what the is the most expensivest beer in the world. So there's not gonna be a specific order of which one is higher or which one is more expensive, but look, these are just the top 6. So the first one's gonna be The End of History by BrewDog. What makes this beer so expensive? So this beer right here was released a decade ago and it has an ABV of 55%. Now, that's pretty high. That's even higher than most hard alcohols out there. So yeah, if you're gonna be drinking this, it's pretty dangerous. So this bottle cost around 700 pounds, which is around $970. The reason why is because it's stuffed in a unique taxidermy like a squirrel or hare, which in other words, it's a rabbit. And guess what? In 2016, it actually came back at a whopping $20,000 a bottle. I don't know who the hell in their right mind is gonna do this, but that's probably gonna be me. Number 2, Samuel Adams Utopia. So this limited edition beer was actually barrel aged in a variety of different barrels, and the price was at $210 for 25.5 ounces of straight beer. So what makes this beer so special was the fact that this batch was actually placed into multiple different type of barrels within a 24-year span, which that's almost as old as me. Also, this beer has an ABV of 28%, which led it to be banned in several states. Now, I don't know how you're gonna get your hands on it, especially if you're within those states that it got banned in, but I guess it just really comes down to how bad do you really want it. Number 3, the Sapporo Space Barley. So Sapporo used barley that spent 5 years in the International Space Station. I believe it's called Zvezda. Correct me if I'm wrong, comment down below, because I tried looking this up and the pronunciation just sound like Zvezda, which I don't even know what the hell that means, but yeah, it says Zvezda. Well, that's how I would pronounce it, right? And guess what? Each one of these bottles sold for 10,000 yen, which is equivalent to $100, and all the proceeds were then donated to a charity. It has an ABV of 5.5%, which honestly is not a lot, but if you're paying $100, I mean, you would expect it to kind of be a little bit higher than that. At the same time, you are getting something that was in freaking space. So yeah, I guess you're getting a part of history, right? And so the reason why they decided to do this was because they wanted to experiment and study to see if it was possible to have a self-sufficient food in space in those type of environments. So look, if you want to feel like you're going into space, you should probably get your hands on one of these. Okay, so before I go to number 4, I already know that I'm gonna chop this name up. So if you guys know the right pronunciation, let me know in the comments down below, because I know for a fact I'm not going to be saying this right. So number 4 is a Schwarzbock 57. So the German brewery Schwarzbräu made this beer with a whopping ABV of 57%. And the reason why they made the alcohol percentage so high was because they wanted to claim the title of the strongest beer in the world. This all started because they were having a back and forth competition with BrewDog in order to have that title. And each one of these bottles sold for $300. Now, that's pretty fucking high. Number 5 is the Three Floyds Dark Lord. In order to get your hands on one of these beers, it's crazy as fuck. The first thing you need to do is attend the annual Dark Lord Day. Second thing is that you need to endure hours of heavy metal and also beer drinking. To top this all off, the bottles are sold in a pair of 3 and they go for $150 to $200, which honestly, it's not that bad. Basically, each one of these bottles are like $50, which comparable to the ones that I've already mentioned, that's pretty cheap. So the brewery claims that this beer is a demonic Russian style imperial stout with the ABV of 15%. So if you love heavy metal, or if you just want to come out possessed, yeah, make sure to try to get your hands on one of these and endure all that shit. Last but not least, we have number 6, the Westvleteren 12. This beer is actually created by Belgian monks. It is made in very small batches, and the point of this is to ensure that not that many people get access to it, and they also increase the price out of this beer. Each one of these bottles go for $1,000 and it has an ABV of 10.2, which Now thinking about it, I think the 10.2 is because of the Roman numeral X for 10, and then it has the 2 eyes for 2. I mean, that's just something that I'm thinking. If you guys like this type of content and want to see more, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe because it definitely does help out the channel a lot. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subs by the end of the year. If you guys could get me there, that'd be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, I'll see you on the next video.